What's up, guys? It's Benny. One of the most humiliating moments in the history of news was Geraldo Rivera opening up Al Capone's vault on live TV. If you were around when he did this, you remember it as a spectacular failure, a utter rug pull, a total humiliation and catfish for the millions of people that Geraldo promised there would be a spectacular revelation here, and it turned out to be a room full of dirt. That's it. An empty, dark room of dirt. It looked like any other basement under a building. It was absolute humiliation. And the modern day equivalent of this is happening right now in Washington, D.C. with the Epstein case and President Trump. And what I mean by this is that all day, the insufferable media chattering class of Washington have been squealing like schoolgirls about some massive bombshell that the Wall Street Journal is working on, as it ties Jeffrey Epstein to Donald Trump, and that this is some type of sordid, lurid affair that will change everything and destroy Trump's presidency. And here it is, ladies and gentlemen, it was just published. And it is being completely roasted and burned and pillared to the ground. But let's read it, and then I'll show you the reactions. Jeffrey Epstein's friend sent him bawdy letters for his 50th birthday album. One of them was from Donald Trump. The leather-bound book was compiled by Ghislaine Maxwell. The president says the letter is a fake thing. Okay. Here's a photo of Jeffrey Epstein and Donald Trump. Got it. Everybody knows that part of Jeffrey Epstein's op was to wormhole his way into polite society. And this is not news. Okay, is there any news in this article? It was Jeffrey Epstein's 50th birthday. The year was 2023. And Ghislaine Maxwell was collecting birthday messages for Jeffrey. Okay. Pages from the leather-bound album assembled before Epstein was first arrested in 2016 are among the documents examined by the Justice Department officials who investigated Epstein and Maxwell years ago, according to people who reviewed the pages. It's unclear if any of the pages are part of the Trump administration's recent review. Interesting fact that. We'll get back to that. The president's past relationship with Epstein is at a sensitive moment. The Justice Department documents and so-called Epstein files, who or what is in them, the center of the storm consuming the Trump administration. On Wednesday, the angry comments about the files are a hoax created by Democrats. President Trump lashed out at his own supporters, refusing to let the matter go. The letter bearing Trump's name, which was reviewed by the Journal, is bawdy. Like others in the album, it contains several lines of typewritten text framed by an outline of a naked woman, which appears to be hand-drawn with a heavy marker. A pair of small arcs denote the woman's breasts and the future president's signature, and squiggly Donald below, mimicking the hair. The letter concludes, "Happy birthday, and may every day be another wonderful secret." In an interview with the Journal on Tuesday evening, Trump denied writing the letter or drawing the picture. "This is not me. This is a fake thing. This is a fake Wall Street Journal story," he said. "I never wrote a picture in my life. I don't draw pictures of women," he says. "This is not my language. These are not my words." Okay, so why don't we get down to the words, shall we? Here we go. This is allegedly what President Trump wrote. It isn't clear how the letter with Trump's signature was prepared. Inside of the outline of the naked woman was a typewritten note styled in the imagery of a conversation between Trump and Epstein, written in the third person. Okay, now you're starting to like freaking completely lose me and everybody else, but let's read. Voiceover. "There must be more to life than having everything." Donald, "Yes, there is, but I won't tell you what it is." Jeffrey, "Nor will I, since I also know what it is." Donald, "We have certain things in common, Jeffrey." Jeffrey, "Yes, we do, come to think of it." Donald, "Enigmas never age. Have you noticed that?" Jeffrey, "As a matter of fact, I was clear to be the last time I saw you." Trump, "A pal is a wonderful thing. Happy birthday." What? Are you effing kidding me? Are like, and then they just go into like sort of like the news recap of everything. Okay, we've like been there, done that. Like, really? This is it. This is it. This is your monster bombshell. JD Vance, I think, summing it up nicely here. I'll give you my opinion, but the vice president is just scorching this. Forget my language, but this is a complete and utter bullshit. Wall Street Journal should be ashamed for publishing it. Where is the letter? Would you be shocked to learn that they never showed it to us before publishing it? Does anybody honestly believe this sounds like Donald Trump? It's insane. What is this? This is, this article is a gift here, says Julie Kelly. Unsubstantiated garbage published by the new Never Trump news org claiming to have some smoking gun about ties between President Trump and Epstein is precisely the sort of bad faith coverage that the president can use as a lifeline. Hopefully, this administration will mock the shit out of it rather than express outrage or try to debunk. Guys, this is so unbelievably dumb. Let me just off the top of the dome tell you why I think it's incredibly stupid. One, everyone for decades, right? President Trump's been in the public eye since the 1970s. He's been doing live TV interviews. He's done every interview there is known to man. People have seen him in Hollywood movies and on the campaign trail and speaking before hundreds of thousands and then millions and millions and more digitally and online and on TV. So there have been hundreds of millions of people around the world, if not billions, who have heard President Trump speak. Does he sound like this? Is this what he sounds? Does he sound like a whimsical thespian, some type of vaudevillian playwright in a lispy tone? Does this sound like anything you've ever heard of Donald Trump? Have you ever seen Donald Trump draw a picture? Donald Trump seems like some type of like artiste who's going to draw the silhouette of a naked woman, like some avant-garde French dork in the Renaissance. No, this doesn't. It doesn't sound like Trump at all. Okay, so let's start there. This is an insane thing that in no way matches the man who is the most vetted human being to ever run for president. But let's push that aside. Why not publish the letter? Why not publish the actual physical evidence? What is so impossible about people publishing physical evidence? Also, if this evidence was at the DOJ, which they claim it was, how does the Wall Street Journal have it? Well, that's weird. Sure does seem like that blends itself to President Trump saying that people are hoaxing him, or that perhaps there is like the government, the deep state is once again trying to leak things on him selectively. And that's what pisses me off the most about all this. Jeffrey Epstein had a lot of friends. One of them was a president. Who was it? It was President Clinton. The closest friend was President Clinton. Clinton was flying on the Lolita Express day and night. He was getting massages. He was on the island. And most importantly, Bill Clinton, had there were literal oil paintings of Bill Clinton hanging in Jeffrey Epstein's house. They're not oil paintings of Donald Trump hanging in Jeffrey Epstein's house. Yet Bill Clinton has never had to answer for any of this relationship, which is far more documented and far deeper and more connected than anything Trump ever did with the guy. So it makes the whole thing makes positively zero sense. It's wild and like absolutely insane that this is something that this is what they're going for. So this is it, huh? Okay. Using advanced cryptography and artificial intelligence systems, learning that we were able to crack the encryption of the secret Donald Trump letter to Jeffrey Epstein. Isn't she hot, 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 Jeffrey? Happy 50th. Friends forever. Got it. Yeah, we found it. This is why. Okay, now do Bill Clinton. That's exactly right. Yeah, this is complete and total garbage that I love. This is not how Trump talks at all. I don't believe it. We have thousands of hours of Trump talking on camera, and he's never once sounded like a gay Twilight character. Nothing. Yeah, this is BS, and if the Wall Street Journal gets sued into oblivion, there's no way that Trump would sign his name to this. This is a little ridiculous. It smells like BS. This is absurdist. Not even Elon can buy this. Yeah, this letter sounds bogus. It really doesn't sound like something Trump would say, to be honest. You know, Elon knows Trump very well, obviously. Is anybody buying this story? Probably also thinks Trump's conspired with Russia and Joe Biden is sharp as a tack. That's exactly right. Trump says he will sue the Wall Street Journal over the fake Epstein story. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, there you go. The letter sounds bogus. This letter sounds fake. This is the dumbest attempted HIF piece I have ever read, says Megyn Kelly. The Wall Street Journal's reporting on Trump and Epstein is so important to the public, they have to pay to read it. Scam to get subscriptions and emails. Look at this. You can't even click on it without hitting the paywall. Trump doesn't talk like this at all. And this was several years before Epstein was originally arrested. Wall Street Journal presenting their Trump toppling Epstein story. And it's gone. Yeah, I can now Trump's tonality over the last couple of days makes sense to me. Now I understand. I didn't understand beforehand. Now I get it. It's like a fine line. It's a delicate balance. Nothing's been perfect, but this is insane. That they're going to discredit themselves. Like the amount of credit that anybody has in the story just collapsed. Right now, I'm getting all these waves of Russiagate, and January 6th. It's all over again. Right. The Hollywood Access tape. Why don't they release everyone's letter? That's weird. I wonder what Bill Clinton wrote to Jeffrey Epstein in 2002, right? When he was getting massages. There's photos of that. That's not debatable. There's photos of Bill Clinton getting these massages from these entrapped women. Weak and pathetic hit piece from the Wall Street Journal. Suddenly Trump's a whimsical playwright. And this is not Trump. Anybody who's ever heard him can see that. And billions of people around the world have heard Trump speak, okay? Illiterates from the third world would know that this isn't Trump. Why didn't they release everyone's letter? Why would they bury it behind a paywall? The Wall Street Journal should be sued. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, the Wall Street Journal tonight. Hey! It's your boy Benny. Like, share, and subscribe for the actual truth. Okay? See ya.